Hey there everybody, it's Atherbeer's Dan back here with some more SevTech Ages. I'm getting ready to go on a mining expedition, but before I leave, I wanted to finish this up on camera with you guys. We got the modularium plate. We're going to put that there. Oh, excuse me, and get an excavate modifier for our pickaxe. That is not the thing. I got mossy on the other tools because the matic was getting really close to breaking. Fortune 3, mining speed 14. Modifiers, I think that's our last modifier, at least until we level it up. Doesn't say, where does it say how many modifiers we have left? No, it doesn't say because there aren't any. Got 3 left on the broadsword and 4 left on the matic. I don't know what to put on the matic, maybe silk touch, but that'll ruin the tool. We need to make separate tools for silk touch. Let us see here. We're looking for hematite right there. Okay, that's where we're headed. Oh, daytime and raining. Ugh. I just got back from the nether. I finally got a safe path cleared from the nether portal. I spawned in the middle of the rock, and I mean you just have to like pick a direction. There's lava everywhere, so it seems to be spawning me consistently in the same spot now anyway, so maybe we can consider doing nether activities on camera next time I go. Got a whole bunch of, what are you? Bauxite. I think that's the mark that's there. Hematite should be right here. Yeah, let's get our grid up. Oh yeah, okay, so we're talking about this chunk. And let's grab our prospector. See if we can't find us some ores. Could be too deep, that's always a possibility. I think iron is not a deep ore though. We'll hope anyway. Where you is? Ah, there we go. I was just about to say, okay, I'll cut away and dig down and find it, but nope. Here we are. We found it. Okay, so it's going to be about 45 blocks down or so. This pick is nice and quick now. There she blows. So let's make sure we're not standing on it. Yeah, baby. That is great. Does it fly into our inventory? Where is all this stuff? Okay, there it is. Let's see. I figured out that stuff is garbage. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to keep it. Oh man, the problem now is inventory. Okay. What happened there? Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. Well, now I know how to get the hydrochop mission accomplished. Let's go vein mine some stuff. Okay, so it makes you hungry. Didn't realize. We need iron to make steel. If we're going to keep going with immersive engineering, we're just going to need a ton of steel. Steel, steel, and more steel. Is steel fitting in our inventory? We're not leaving piles of iron laying around. Alright, good, good. Now we're out of room. Actually, get rid of that stuff. Look at that. This is magical. This used to take like 20 minutes to do. And now we can get it done in just a couple. It is magical, I tell you. We're not getting our loots. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you, zombie. Oh, what else do we get rid of? One marble, not really worth keeping. Oh, geez, we are missing a lot of this stuff. What else do we get rid of? Oh man, so much of this stuff is important. I guess a stack of cobblestone isn't really. What do we got in the backpack that we can ditch? Not really much. Got a radish, a beetroot. Okay, let's get the last of this stuff and skedaddle. Oh man, it's just enormous. It just never ends. Ding! Oh yeah, give me the XP, baby! Okay, so embarrassingly, some video got lost because my computer was full. My hard drive was full, so I had to go back and delete a bunch of old material, and then was able to record again. I'm just making some steel plates. But what I was talking about was this structure here. That's going to be the front wall of the applied engineering area. We'll move this to the other side and then probably move those inside once it is actually a building. I'm not sure what shape it's going to take just yet. I wanted to stick with the dark oak, kind of pull the dark oak from the roof over there and apply it to this build as well. So there's a little bit of continuity. And oh, that's all of them. Very good. So I made some steel plates because I want to get all of the press molds made. Now I thought that I made a press mold for the rod press mold, but I don't see it. It seems like the only one we have is the plate. It's not in my backpack. I think there's a crate over here with related materials. It might be in there. We'll check. One of these unlabeled crates here. Okay, so we have the rod and the plate, and we need the rest. So plate, rod, we got gear. Bullet, I don't think we need actually. We definitely want wire. We want packing 2x2. We want packing 3x3, and we want unpacking. Very good. That leaves us with 5 steel plates and no inventory space. Okay, inventory problem sorted out. Oh, these ghostwood trees grew. Those are cool looking. I want to see what the wood looks like. I'll come back to that. I really want to see what the wood looks like. Side extraction. That's what we call it at my house. So I grabbed up the components that oh yeah. Definitely going to use that. Now let's get this out of our offhand. That's really annoying. Did it give us bark too? No. I grabbed up everything left over that I had, and my steel plates disappeared somewhere in an inventory dump. Let's take this stuff with us. We're kind of setting up a new era of crafting. We'll leave all that stuff. I think maybe this chest absorbed them. I had like a stack of iron plates, and it's in a random something somewhere. I guess I'll worry about it when I need them. So in order to build this thing, oh, I left the manual over there. Of course. Can't sprint. I'm trying to starve myself out for this quest. Do I still have my Hydra chop? No. I gotta make sure I keep that on me. Okay, there it is. Because I'm gonna be starving when I need it, and I can't be running around looking for it. I might kill myself. But in the meantime, we're stuck with no sprinting. There's the steel plates. Manuals over here. I moved some things, dragged everything that was applied immersive engineering kind of out this direction. So we need steel scaffold, treated wood fence, fluid pipe. Okay, so I did need the steel plates for fluid, or the iron plates for fluid pipe. Redstone engineering block. Okay, let's start with the scaffolding. We'll just take them in order. Steel scaffolding. Block of steel. 3 steel ingots, 3 steel rods. That was why I wanted the rod press so badly. I got all of them in here now. I think we just right click to change them. Very good. So steel, we might not have too much of that. 17. Let's see where that gets us. We needed 3. That gets us 6, so we need 2 crafts of that, I believe. Yeah, we need 11, so 2 crafts of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get 6 rods and 6 ingots. Okay, and so that's done. What's the next thing? 6 treated wood fence. We don't need any more steel for that, so we can do that. Oh, no, that's not where you're supposed to shift click to. Let's make another project table real quick. Oh no, wrong wood. gets us enough, I believe. Dark oak, oh. 6, right? Let's go grab our stuff. Is that not the recipe? Oh. No, it was not. 24 of those, that's too many. Did we get 2 of those per? I must have gotten multiple steel rods out of 1 steel ingot. How does that math work? I might have used up a little bit too much steel there. What next? Fluid pipes, that's the iron plates. I'm going to have to go find those. And we'll grab the iron as well. Alright, turns out they were all in the same place. They were in the smeltery output chest. I was making iron plates there, auto casting them. So let's do this. Let's take, I grabbed some iron blocks, which is going to be way more efficient time-wise than, and we can use the unpacking. Oh, maybe we don't do that. Can we use the unpacking? Yeah, we can unpack into ingots if we need to get steel ingots. Or it looked like, wait, what was that? Oh, that's the wrong thing. It looked like we could unpack, or we could pack them into something. So we got our steel plates, and I think the fluid pipes were just that. And we needed 6 of them, so 1 craft is sufficient. Right? 4 fluid pipes, not even 1 redstone engineering block. We should probably make a bunch of these so we don't have to do this every time. Redstone engineering block, vacuum tubes, redstone alloy plates, and iron plates. We have several vacuum tubes, probably more than enough. Let's make 5 of them, because I think it's just 1 per machine. So then we need redstone alloy plates, which are back here, and I cannot starve for the life of me. Once you get down to about 3 haunches, it's like you have to actively work at getting hungry. That's fun. Sometimes not so much. Redstone alloy plates. I made a bunch anticipating this. Accidentally ended up making a bunch of invar, I think, in the process. Inventory is crushed, but that's okay. I'm trying to kind of process some of these items over in this direction. And actually, these guys are useful. Just run out to the perimeter. Maybe attract some mobs in the process, but we'll extend our fence line out just a couple more. Get those out of our inventory, system, which is rudimentary at best at the moment. So we'll make 5 of those. And then what's next on our list? Light engineering blocks. Two of these, so 1 craft. We don't have copper ingots. I think we have a couple of these somewhere. Really? How did you get in? Oh, you must have followed me from the edge. I don't need that right now when I'm low on health and not regenerating in the foreseeable future. So copper ingots and these iron mechanical components. Iron plates, and then I think we need steel mechanical components as well. Oh, pistons, electrum, I'm glad I checked. Pistons, electrum, copper, back in the... Alright, pistons, electrum, copper. Hopefully that's everything. We don't have any unexpected and uninvited guests showing up. So we need some of these guys. Let's make 4 crafts worth. And then perfect. And then we need these guys. And that's all the steel plates we have. Well then. Let's get our plate mold. It's like an advanced smeltery, kind of. Bark those up, and let's go see what our furnace has to offer us. Our blast furnace. Oh wow, that is low. And that is like significantly slower. Wow. Okay. Right then. I wanted to make a second pair of pliers. We have treated sticks. We have treated wood. Okay. Get those guys. And I just wanted to have this set to leave here for use in the engineering recipes. And then I think we've got our other set, I don't know, somewhere around in the backpack maybe. Somewhere around here we've got the other ones in here maybe. I don't know. Anywho, what's next on our list? Steel plates. That's only enough to get us a couple of these. I guess we'll just do what we can. I think we only need 1 craft. Meaning 2 of these. And 1 craft of that. Steel ingots. Oh. Oh, we just used all of the steel ingots, mate. That's really no good. But to the rescue. Pew block of steel. So it's unpacking for our first step. Oh, that's it. We just need unpacking. Oh, wrong thing. Take it. Stamp it into ingots, yeah. 9 of them. Perfect. That all worked out beautifully. Alright, 2 of those. Let's also quicken dump some of this material to our chest here so we can actually have some inventory space. That's looking a lot better. Okay, and then put these guys away. So that was our engineering blocks. And then we need 2 blocks of steel and 4 sheet steel sheet metal. Okay, well let's see what the blocks of steel is just a matter of waiting. And then sheet metal, iron sheet metal, steel sheet metal. It's 4 steel plates, and that gets us 4, and we needed how many? 2. So 4 steel plates. Do we have that many? I think we had 2. No, we're fresh out. Okay, 4 steel plates we can do. Let's make sure we got the right mold on here. Too many buttons. My fingers. Plate mold. I like this machine. This is a lot of fun. It's a lot faster than the smeltery in terms of just getting these little things done. Much more on demand. The smeltery, you have to make stacks of things in advance in order for it to really be efficient. Very good. And then we just need our blocks of steel. So yeah, I'm going to run around in circles and jump up and down and try to see if I can run my hunger down. I didn't think that it would be such a big deal, but it's not something you do casually in this mod pack. Alright, we've got our second block of steel. I'm just running back real quick. It's been a lot of running back and forth because I'm trying to craft in 2 different areas now. We need 6 redstone to build. Oh no, we need iron ingots. Maybe we have those in here. No, we have them over at the other side. I was going to craft over here in case I forgot anything, but let's just... Oh, I needed 9. Let's just get the crafting done so it can be done, and then 3 more of these dynamos so we can get the wall of water wheels going full power. So I started, I put a little area down. I did some thinking about how we want to set this up, and this is where we're going to put our pump jack just as soon as I dump a couple of these things off. Actually, that's not where I want those. We're going to need this stuff while we're in the chest. I want those over here. Those are more crafting type ingredients than... Okay, so referring to our manual, our first step looks like this, and this is going to be our power intake if we push... Yeah, this is going to be our power, and this is going to be redstone. So that's the heavy engineering block, I believe. Let's get our components out here. Make a little room on our bar. Yeah, I have an extra one of those from the previous machine. The kinetic dynamos we'll use soon. And then blocks of steel. Where's my other block of steel? Did I not have 2? I was sure I had 2. Maybe I was counting the one that was in here. Very good. I don't think that was there before, but it's there now, so great. So I think it was the heavy machine blocks like so. Wait, I put my book away. Heavy machine blocks, yeah, scaffolding. Okay, that's what I thought, but I couldn't see it when it was complete on the, so that's wrong. That is wrong. I think we are done with this scaffolding though, so we can Okay, and then the redstone controller guy goes here. And then let's make a little room by getting rid of those things. I'm not 100% sure we're done with the scaffolding, so we'll leave that for now. Oh yeah, we need more of that at the back. 3 of those at the back. Are those the fluid pipes? Must be. What was that layout again? Okay. 4 of those guys. 3 of those. This is kind of a fun mod, these big multi-blocks. Those are the light engineering blocks there. And our fences, it looked like 2 of them. It was hard to tell, but I guess we'll find out. Is it like that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like, oh, that must be the 2 blocks of steel. Okay. Got it. Three, and then 2 blocks of steel, like so. I believe that's the correct structure. It looks proper. Got our hammer. I think we have to whack the redstone controller. One of these blocks gets a right click. Is it not correct? What are we missing? Are those the light? Oh, I see. We've got our machine blocks, so these need to be the light, and then the heavy. Okay. No problem. Rookie mistake. Heavy. Right. And then what? Heavy engineering block on the second layer. Probably the only block I didn't click. No. Is there something wrong with this structure? What is going on? 1, 2. Oh. I see. Okay. We are missing 2 fence posts. Right. And the second layer. This is the second layer. Are we still not right? What is wrong here? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's too short. Oh, okay. I was right. I placed down that extra row and then I took it out. And that was my mistake. Okay, that means I need to go get more of this diorite. I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to skip the diorite for the moment. Is it still not right? Oh, okay. From the back side, apparently, only. So now we need to wire this thing up and get it some power. Let's get rid of this stuff and get our LV wire connectors. Actually, you know what? I've got one more piece of this andesite. We could replace just the one block there. I thought you'd be able to see the stone underneath it. I guess it doesn't matter. I just did it for fun. Just funsies. One of these guys on here. Now we want to wire up this second wheel. And I struggled with this. I placed these things 100 different ways because I couldn't figure out why my wheels weren't producing power. And it's because I just took that block out, and now if I put my my dynamo in there, it will not produce power. I think that's correct. That's correct. It will not produce any power because it was placed after the water wheels. So we need to go and break these guys. Hey Zomberts, you having fun? And then we have to place them through here. Oh, we can't. We're going to have to just break that for a minute. Place them on the dynamo, and then they'll start providing power. Otherwise, they won't. Discovered that the hard way, let me tell you. So that will get us a little bit of extra power. We'll have to go in there and fix the water as well. So then, I think we want to... I'm not sure how many wires these things can hold. Got a couple. I'm not sure how this is going to work, so we'll just start trying stuff. Now that's probably going to be blocked. Cannot attach a wire here. Oh, that's because the input is over here. So let's... put a relay up there. Okay, very good. And then from here to here. Cannot attach this wire here. How do we join? Okay, can we do this? Not that. Apparently, yes, we can do that, but that's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, from there to there. Okay, I get it. So now both of those guys are powering this capacitor, which is full. And then this capacitor. Cannot attach this wire here. Okay. So we need to run that up to another relay. Let's do it here instead. That's output. Put our relay up there. We'll get rid of this one. And then we'll go from here to this relay, and from the relay to this guy, and from the relay to this guy. Ow. I'm finally getting hungry. We need a lever. Now the question is, Because we're not ready for this to run yet, I don't think. We need fluid output on that side, fluid output on this side. Okay, so we need some tanks, which is just glass, which I think we have some of. Maybe. Those Buildcraft tanks are cheap to make, if not particularly efficient. I believe we have glass in here. Well, enough to make a couple anyway. Let's see, our iron is done cycling, so let's turn that off. Turn that on. While we're here thinking about glass, let's make a bunch of it. Don't like to be caught without resources, especially when you have automation. It just doesn't make sense. You gotta think ahead just a little bit and get that stuff made ahead of time before it becomes a problem. Okay, so now we are ready to run this thing. Jeez, really? Yes, and immediately we get oil. And I believe the advancement was 1 bucket of oil. Cool stuff. This must be our road to power. We're going to use petroleum power. Now, I have no way of knowing how much. Maybe the book tells us. 1,024 flux per tick to pump crude oil. Okay, well, I guess the clear way to know how we're doing on power generation. Oh yeah, that's done. So we'll have to get the other 2 up and running, and we have to fix this water out. We need to get some water source blocks to the bottom of that wheel, flowing that direction. So we need like blocks right here, I think. What do we have? Stone, brick. Ow, ow. Okay, let's stop that problem. Is there some kind of insulation? Insulated LV wire. Hemp cloth, tough fabric. How do we make hemp cloth? Hemp fibers. We have a bunch of hemp fibers. Let's fix this right now. I'm going to go gather that up. Okay, I went and did the magic and gathered all the hemp because I thought it was out of hemp fiber, and then I went to grind the hemp and found that we had the hemp the whole time. It was in the output chest. So let's just break all this again. We know how it was wired. It should be pretty simple to fix. Oh, that's actually pretty convenient. I could have just broken only the relays. So let's put that back. And that back so I don't forget where they go. And then we'll go craft up this insulated wire and stop having problems with getting shocked. Very good. I think that should get us through what we need to do here. This is just 2 wires, right? You. Right, 3 wires. Okay, and then you and you. Yes, very good. No more shocky, please. It can actually work. Now we need to put this stuff away. And grab our handy dandy water placing tool, which is already on water. I think we can just place blocks Oh, that's what we were looking for when we got so rudely interrupted by our little shocky treat. One of these guys has our stone in it, yeah. I'm not sure what I want to use this ghost wood for. I'm carrying it around to remind myself to figure out a use for it. This is not where I want to be exactly. I'm being carried into the water. I think that continues to work, and then we should be able to place water source blocks like that. I don't know if that's working or not. I cannot tell. It appears not. Is that because the water wheel is in the way? Oh, tool. That should start working. Yeah, that's sped up for sure. Very good. That was a little more work than it needed to be, but whatevs. Maybe I won't put the rest of that floor in. I'm not sure where I want that water to go. It might actually be kind of cool if it goes down. So those are moving at approximately the same speed. Maybe not quite. The one on the bottom still looks like it's going a little faster. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. Really. Let's get this place put back together. Where did I not pick them up? Where are those things? Did they get sucked along by the water? Did I get them? I don't have any space for them. I couldn't get them if I wanted to. Not sure how we wound up here. I think I have more of those things somewhere. Ow. Yeah, there we go. When in doubt, take the whole stack. These things are a little bit tricky to place. I find vertical rows is easiest as opposed to horizontal rows. But you know, do what pleases you. I'm gonna get these other two hooked up, and then I'll catch up with you guys. Probably make some more wire, and I'll be back. Alright, so I got all four of these things wired up, and I worked a little bit on getting the source blocks set for the water. So the wheels are turning a little bit faster now. Go have a look at things. I moved the source blocks from there to over here. It still seems like the top ones are moving faster than the bottoms, but not by much. Maybe not at all. Maybe just a hair. I'll take those if you don't mind. Those are, I starved to death fighting zombies. Or not to death, but I started starving fighting zombies, and I couldn't figure out how they were doing damage to me. And they weren't. So let's see here. What do we need? We need a bucket. Oh, look at you. Aren't you adorable? Take a bucket of that. Maybe that's why our power... But our power is holding steady. 232. We're running this machine. I mean, it is going. So we're actually powering that machine exactly. Did that give us our advancement? I didn't see. Yeah, it did. Okay, drilling for oil. Grab a bucket. Then what do we need? Distillation. Build an immersive petroleum distillation tower to process oil into naphtha and diesel, and grab a bucket of each. I think that's going to take a minute. So we'll save that for next episode and see if we can turn our attention elsewhere. We can do the blaze rod thing. That doesn't really get us anywhere. What is this one? The projector, yeah, I don't think we need that over much. What about a drawer controller? What was the big stop there? Was it like a block of amethyst or something? I think I have enough to make that. Platinum plates, star metal ingot. That was a process, if I remember right. It's the star metal ore, or the star metal ore, or the star metal ore, and that was the thing about getting that. Oh, we might be able to do it this way, though. Hey! Dude. Oh, I got my tools in the wrong spots. Hotkeyed to the wrong thing. Wow. Click on the draw right there. That's the difference between getting the crap frame rate that I was getting. So we need more tanks, clearly. I wonder if immersive engineering offers us some kind of a tank. It's either that or star metal. We want to get into that. Star metal ingot, what does it take again? Iron clusters, I saved a couple of those. I don't really have any stardust. So what we actually need is a collector crystal. I did a little research. No, what is it? They're called floating crystals, I think. Yeah, so we want a floating crystal, which is going to take a bunch of stardust too. But, oh, and it has to be attuned. So we need an attunement altar. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's actually a good thing to get into, but I think that is also too large a project to fit into the remaining time of this episode. So maybe we will explore... Yeah, let's see if we can get some kind of a tank for this oil. I think that's the next logical step anyway. That's going to be in our manual here, more than likely. Portable generator, fluid reservoir. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. Simple machines. It's not in oil processing, really. Immersive tech. Coke oven, advanced distiller, solar tower, boiler. Simple machines. Fluid router, fluid transport. Is it maybe in fluid transport? Did they mention anything about tanks in fluid transport? They do not. Let me figure this out. I'm sure there's a tank. I'm going to find it, and I'll be back. Okay, I decided we're going to make a run for the distillation tower, but before we do that, I remembered there was a thing we wanted to make. We want the unfired crucible. Very good. If we fire this thing real quick, and then while that's working, we'll go and get a bunch of, oh, maybe we'll go and get some inventory space, maybe, huh? That's better. Take this stuff, or as much of it as we can anyway. Let's see, let's leave some crap in here. Can't take partially worn stuff. That doesn't work. Oh, is that not... That is not the right thing. Uses. Oh, stoked kiln. Okay. Should go relatively quickly. I've yet to have a need to turn this automation on, but it's fun to have in any case. Awesome patterns. And we're going to want to put this thing Hopefully we don't lose our cauldron. Nope, it landed over there safely. Oh no, it's gone now. Oh well. Oh, it probably got picked up by this thing. Yeah, very good. Stoked Crucible, I believe, accepts this stuff and melts it down into its component parts. I don't think it gives you full credit, so we got 4 2/3 out of the pants instead of 7. But that's a thing. So I just wanted to share that real quick, and then I'm going to gather up materials for the distillation tower. I went and made a bunch of these tanks because I couldn't find any other solution. So we'll just stack this baby up. Actually, you know what? Let's do this, because why not? Cool. That way we don't have a giant stack of the things just towering up into the air. Oh, did I aggro you, Mr. Ingermain? I didn't mean to. Whew. I'll take what you're dropping, though. That's good stuff. Got a zombie interested in us, too. Alright, I'm going to go gather up some materials and I think make some more of these dark oak fences so I can finish that off and not have any more people wandering in on us. See you in a minute. Okay, I think I have everything we need. Pretty sure. Probably a few things that we don't. So we need 1 more of these heavy engineering blocks, which requires these guys, 2 of them. And then this, yeah. Oh, whoops, no. I made this platinum one, actually really cheap. I was kind of surprised. Okay, then we got our book. So I'm sure it has an input and an output, so what I'm thinking is, because we don't have really the means to move, well, I guess we do have these fluid pipes, which I was reading. Oops, what happened there? We want the distillation tower, so pause that. I think this is probably output, and then it looks like there's a pipe here that must be the input. And that's how it works in real life anyway. You have like the heavy stuff goes in the bottom and then the light stuff comes out the top. So we want to put this input valve right in line with this tank, I think, maybe. Hoping that'll work. I don't want to have to move this thing though, that's the problem. So our 4 heavy engineering blocks there, and 1 pipe there, and the rest will be scaffolding. I think like that. Is that? No, we got to do it the other way. Oh, it's a 4x4. Okay, so we need to move these 2. I think like that. Make it a 4x4 like so. Oh, and then this one was a pipe. Like so. I do believe. Okay. It's gonna make us do that every time. That's annoying. Okay, so then we've got our redstone control there. Another pipe there. Oh, really? can't. Steel sheet metal. It can't just save the spot. That's really annoying. And then one more scaffold there. Right? And then I think this thing just goes up the middle. How many do we need total? I think it was 60. I think we have the correct amount. So let's build the whole structure of that. Oh, you know what we can use? Handy dandy builder's wand that I just made. Okay, I think that does it. Now we need our engineer's hammer, which is probably in our backpack. Put all that junk away. Oh yeah, that is output. What is that? Is that input? So I built it backwards. That little random bit of scaffolding is actually the input. So I'll be back in just a minute after I turn it around. Okay, I got it turned around. I couldn't get it to form. I don't know if I was building it wrong or clicking on the wrong spot or just, I don't know what happened. So is that the input? Is that how that works? Can we just do this with a bucket? Oh, it's got an interface. How happy. Empty. Okay, we need some power on this guy. Where does it take power? Here. Okay. That's great. Probably end up moving it again in the long term, but we can at least play with it a little bit right now. Let's see, we need some of this stuff to get it wired up. So, quick and dirty, or yeah, I think just quick and dirty. So we want, like, maybe on top of this chest we can put a relay. And then there. Maybe? No, that's obstructive. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oops. Yeah, I know, this is hideous. I just want to see it work. And I will pretty it up between episodes. And then you to here, and we should be happy. I turned this guy off because our tanks were full. So let's see if this thing is getting power. Yes, it is. It's empty. Why is it empty? Where did the oil go? $1,000 millibuckets of diesel. Molten naphtha. And diesel, is that it? There's 2 products in there. Diesel bucket. So does that get us past our advancement or not? Diesel, further processing. Naphtha, grab a bucket of each. Further processing diesel in a distillation tower will create kerosene, gasoline, and lubricant. You'll need 1 bucket of each to complete the advancement. Okay, I think we can probably do that real quick. So that was the diesel. What did it spit out? Bitumen. What do we use it for? We can use it to make asphalt. And that is all. Okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll have to figure out how to automate this thing. Naphtha seems, I don't know, we'll need a tank for that. Diesel we want to put back in. Kerosene, gasoline. Okay, we need to put more oil in. I wonder if this thing, maybe if we put a lever on it? Will it pipe things in? No, it apparently will not. Cannot seem to affect. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some tanks real quick. Okay, I got some more of these Buildcraft tanks. Let's see if we can do this. I think I have more of this fluid pipe in my backpack. We can come out here. And see. I could put the same thing into each one of them. Okay, that's something different. Let's give it a minute to. I think these two are the same. That must be the lubricant. Okay, now we can. Let's get these buckets emptied out. One of these is naphtha. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, this is a lot less clumsy. What I was doing before was frustrating and slow. Okay, one of these is diesel, probably one of the fuller of the two. Do we have? So let's see what's in here. Diesel bucket, perfect. It's beautiful. Wait, no. Why are you going there? Oh, I see. It was still processing the oil, maybe? Must have been. It wouldn't stack in there. Okay, that's all of our diesel. We'll refine that down, and then we need a bucket of this, and a bucket of that, and a bucket of that. Is that the advancement? Kerosene, gasoline, and lubricant. We're not getting kerosene. Is that building up inside? Building up inside. My kerosene will hide. There we go. That must be the stuff right there. Ding! Achievement get. Okay, we can put all of that stuff back. Don't need it cluttering up our buckets. Cool, guys. Well, that's an episode if I've seen one. We got the oil derrick, the pump jack going, and the distillation tower. Most of that time was just me waiting for steel. I don't know if you noticed in the background here, but I actually did a ton of building. This is why I built this wand. Did a ton of building. This thing's fantastic. So my idea was to make the walls hollow so we can run wiring inside the walls. And not have the base cluttered up with 1,000 wires, only like 100 wires. So anyway, I'll check you guys in the next episode. You guys have a great day, and make sure that you drop me a like down there before you scroll away. Take care.